So you join Apps Flyer with the grand task of explaining to a very fast moving business that you need to put on a little bit more processes. And you've been very, very successful. Not we've heard amazing stuff about you. So why do you think you've been able to be so successful? And maybe part of that answer, what do you think you did at the beginning that set you up for success?
Yeah. So the first days, as I said, they were very critical. And it's something, again, that I very much believe in. I started by listening. That's the first thing. I spoke with all the stakeholders, not just, introduction meetings. Hi, this is me, this is my background, and blah, blah, blah. Like really getting to know my stakeholders, finance, legal, IT, marketing, all the other departments. And I needed to understand their pain points. What is working for you now? What is not working? What are your challenges? And from there, what's important to you as a business, what's important to you as finance, what's important to you as marketing, what is your strategy, what what are your goals. It's connecting them, building trust with them. They based on those conversations and getting to know their pain points as well. It's about quick wins. What are the low hanging fruit that I can do like really quick and very fast? It might be small, but it can create a bigger value for them. Just to show them that procurement is, as I said, is an enabler, not a blocker. Um, Another thing was about, I know that strict policies will not work in a fast moving company like apps flyer. So instead of focusing on creating like frameworks, I created flexible processes that maintain the level of governance that we needed, but also flexible enough to adapt to the changes that the company was going through. And of course, visibility to spend. If you don't have visibility, and we didn't have it back then 3 years ago, you can't make informed decisions. So I assured that procurement was not a barrier, that I was a trusted partner, and that I helped the business to move faster and smarter. So that was the things that I had to focus on when I just joined.
Build trust with the stakeholders. Was there any sort of strategy as to, which stakeholders you focus on? Because like you arrive, you've got very short amount of time, as you said, to make quick wins. How did you decide this one yes, this one no? Let's go get something for this one.
Yeah, that's a good question. And then it's not always about, I was looking at it from different perspectives. Who are the ones with the biggest spend? Who are the ones who might be bottlenecks? For example, we had legal at one point, which is something that we had to free. Once we free that, it wasn't a big spend or something, but it blocked a lot of other
A lot of
things.
others.
Yeah, so it can be small, but the impact was big. But it also was something that might be a very large spend that we need to adjust as well. So it depended. It was about looking both from different angles.
It sounds like you had sort of like the quick wins from the spend point of view. So like the big spenders, which is, sort of always engineering because of AWS or whatever cost. And then you had sort of the process quick wins of, the bottleneck of legal, for example.
Yeah, yeah. So it's exactly that. So, I had to focus, my focus was in parallel on a few things. One of them was, as I said before, defining a strategy that was flexible and provided governance. But then again, it had to be flexible enough to allow the company evolve and scale. Then it was about creating spend visibility, and then it was about managing the negotiations and renewals. Because while I was still setting up my team, I didn't have a team back then, so I had to hire a team, and then, but still, I had to ensure that the business continuity, right? So I had to handle some of the bigger vendor contracts for cost optimization without fully functional team. So had to do lots of things in
Multitasking.
parallel, and I had to prioritize on some of things, and then building that trust again.
Yes, 100%. So it's sort of, the bottom line is get quick wins fast. They can be processed, they can be spent, so that you build the right relationship with the stakeholders, and that then the business brings you
Yeah,
the
exactly.
next big items.